We're gonna have a real Johnsequitur today. I'm gonna talk about a whole bunch of things that are on my mind, and you know how it goes. You've seen the show long enough. You know how this shit works. So, what's the first thing on my mind today? Glyphosate. It isn't the only thing this episode is gonna be about, but it is the first thing. Glyphosate is a cancer-causing chemical that they spray on plants and produce. And RFK for a long time was like, we need to get rid of this shit. He was campaigning against it and shit. But then Donald Trump, gets paid off by a company that uses glyphosate, and now we're putting it back on everything again. So my question is this: if you're an employee that works at this place where they have the vegetables or whatever, and you have the glyphosate, right? And you're going to put it on the plant. Do you put the glyphosate on the plant? You're killing people. You know that, right? Like, look, I get that they're not eating it directly out of your hand, but you're putting cancer-causing chemicals on the plant. So, why are you doing it? Or do they leave this to the job of the immigrant farm workers who can't speak or read English and don't realize that they're putting glyphosate on the plants? Because I find it very difficult to believe that someone who knows what they're doing, knows what glyphosate is, knows what it does, would put it on food that was going to get eaten. But in the same way that I don't understand why if a pedophile, rapist, war criminal president would tell you to drop a nuke, why you would go, well, he said to drop it. What choice do I have? Because you gotta think about the alternatives here, okay? If you don't follow through, okay, then you might get court-martialed, you might lose your job, you might end up in prison. If you do follow through with it, everything on earth is gone. Everything gone, all gone because you push the button. So your choices are Earth stays alive or Earth dies. Pretty easy decision, right? And it's not like the president can pull out the button like I can pull out this vape and go, and then a nuke explodes. No, there are steps. He's one of the main and I think last steps, but not the last. He doesn't drop the nuke. He's too old and stupid to know how to do something like that, to run machinery or fly a plane or do anything other than eat McDonald's and shit himself. Alright, so the second thing I want to talk to you about is that I had friends that I used to talk to about politics that, they were Republicans. And so we had our differences, and they would state things like states' rights and, sensible immigration policy. And I would say to them the thing that I say to you guys all the time, which is we're all humans on Earth, there are no borders, they're made up, we should all just learn to get the fuck along. To which I'm told all kinds of different excuses, anything from this is the society that we're in, so fucking deal with it, to go live on your own on a commune somewhere, to human nature is inherently violent, and if you just let people go wherever they want, they'll kill each other and rape each other all the time, because that's what humans do. Well, I don't do that. I'm human. So, what makes humans different than me? Probably epic. Oh yeah, this is what happens when I can't edit things. You get to hear me try to figure out what the hell I was just talking about and correct the word I was just saying. So let me pause it for a second. Economic situations, that's what it was. I couldn't go back. I had to really reach back in the old brain there. But more than likely, violence and crime is caused by economic situations. I really doubt that there are a lot of, well-off people. I'm going to say poor people probably steal more than anybody else. I'm going to say rich people probably murder and rape children more than anybody else. But the people in the middle, I don't know, man. I don't feel like they would do a lot of crimes. I feel like if you just had a house and, a livable wage, food, you don't have to worry about your next paycheck, I bet you're not really interested in committing crimes, probably, right? Third, this is more of a message to the rest of the world, not the U.S. Because the U.S., we got our heads so far up our asses, and we think our shit smells like cinnamon toast. It doesn't. Rest of the world, a lot of us here do know that we're assholes. It really sucks that our government has to represent us to the rest of you. Because, trust me, man, it ain't like that. I ain't like that at all. I don't want to bomb Iranians. I don't hate Muslims. Dude, I literally don't even know what anything about Muslim stuff. I don't. I definitely wouldn't be one of these assholes running around claiming to know things about it when I don't. Or just, fear-mongering about it when I don't know anything about it. I have quite a few religious textbooks in my house, but I don't have the Islamic one, so I'm not familiar with it. But because I'm not familiar with it, as I would assume most people in this country are not familiar with it, I am not going to assume that the most violent parts I heard on the internet are all that it entails. You wouldn't like it very much if everybody thought Christianity was just murdering firstborn babies all the time, would ya? I don't hate anybody, man. I definitely hate Nazis, I guess. I hate Nazis, and I hate Zionists. And I don't hate them as people. I hate their ideals. And I hate that they would be the kind of person that would want those ideals to happen. And I hate that they're the kind of people that would physically put their ideals into action. I don't like that. Because, dudes, we're just people, man. Everybody's just people. Nobody's better people. You want to think that you're better people, but when you're dead, you're the same as everybody else. You're dead. Nobody goes to different places because of how they lived here on Earth. It doesn't work that way. I know you want to think it does, but think about this. If it did work that way, okay? If it worked that way, who deserves a better afterlife? The people who were tortured, subjugated, and murdered, raped even, bombed to smithereens, or the people who did all that? Now, if you're going to tell me, we're in the exact same place I had this discussion with you before, so perfect. If you're going to tell me that your God is the reason that all of this death, destruction, and rape needs to happen, and therefore you have to do it, I'm going to tell you again to go tell your God to go fuck himself. I can never get it out right. Maybe because God's got a hold of my tongue, huh? Let go of it. No, that's not why. It's because I'm high. That doesn't make what I'm saying wrong, though. I don't think a talking sky deity should be telling you who to murder and rape. I don't think that that's somebody you should obey at all. Sounds to me like he's got the wrong ideas and morals. It just sounds like he's an asshole who, okay, so he made everybody, right? We talked about this before too, right? He made everybody. So he made some that were just not good enough and you gotta murder them? Is that how this works? And he put people on this land that was your land. And now you gotta murder them? Why did he put them there? Why didn't he just leave the land empty? Why didn't he kill them? Why didn't he swing on down there with his big old lightning bolts and just start pow, 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 pow with all of his powers and shit? It's because it's not real, you fucking idiots. If I happen to be wrong, okay? If I happen to be wrong and head up to the old afterlife, and when I get there, your God is there, and he said, why didn't you kill and rape all of those people that I put on earth for you to kill and rape? I'll say, God, suck my nuts.